everyone. So grateful for you to join with me this special afternoon. All hail the Lamb, enthroned on high, His praise shall be our battle cry.
Home, sing along with me. All hail the Lamb, enthroned on high, His praise shall be our battle cry. He reigns victorious forever. His name is Jesus, He is the Lord. Well, what a week this has been. In fact, the build up to the whole week, and this last month or two really. I know many of you are watching from all around the world to this broadcast, and the thought occurred to me on Monday morning that wouldn't it be good if we could just connect together at this time, and I guess it's the time for the Levites, the troubadours, to rise up and to proclaim that message of the goodness, the kindness, the love of Christ. These are times where fear and anxiety can grip so many people, but I just felt this would be great to do a broadcast like this. And it's been a learning curve, so if there's some technical errors and mistakes, do bear with us, but we're doing our best, and let's see how it all goes. You know, it's the presence of God that we all need in our lives and in our experience. I mean, the presence of God is with us, around us, surrounding us all the time, but we need to take that opportunity to acknowledge and welcome God's presence. And while I'm singing, may your home be filled with a sense of that presence as we welcome the presence of God. We welcome your presence, Spirit of God. Your presence is welcome here. It changes our outlook, brings peace to our hearts, and drives away our fear. It's more than a feeling that you're with us right now. Salvation and healing is found in who you are. We welcome your presence, Spirit of God. You're welcomed in presence here. It changes our outlook, brings peace to our hearts, and drives away our fear. Expand our horizons from our narrow concerns to see that you're active in all the
world today. We welcome your presence, Spirit of God. Your presence is welcome here. It changes our outlook, brings peace to our hearts, and drives away our fear. And if these words sound hollow and they don't ring true, because right now life's hard to understand, it's frightening and confused, still you are God. We welcome your presence, Spirit of God. Your presence is welcome here. It changes our outlook, brings peace to our hearts, and drives away our fear. Yeah. As we seek your face, may we know your hearts, feel your presence, acceptance, as we seek your face. Move among us now, come reveal your power, show your presence, acceptance, move among us now. At your feet we fall, sovereign Lord, we cry holy, holy. At your feet we fall. And it's the presence of God that gives us life and invigorates us and gives us hope, the knowledge that God is with us. And you know, wherever you are in the world today, right now, my prayer for you is that you will awaken to a greater understanding that the presence of God is around you, surrounding, comforting, and bringing what this world needs so much, peace. Holy ground, I'm standing on holy ground, for the Lord my God is here with me. This is the place where dreams are found, where vision comes, the cold holy ground. Holy ground, I'm standing on holy ground, for the Lord my God is here with me. Your fire burns, yes, it's an eternal flame that never dies. I realize this is holy ground. on. Holy ground, I'm standing on holy ground, for the Lord my God is here with me. The great I am, revealed to man. Take off your shoes, this is holy ground. Sing with me, holy ground. Holy ground, I'm standing on holy ground, for the Lord my God is here with me, here with me. Here with me today. Here with me today. Here with me right now. God's presence is with us as we sing and as we listen to music. And yeah, there are people all around the world who are watching. I can see the screen flashing with all these different notes. Unfortunately, I can't read them all, but I'm thanking you for all for them. Pat is in the corner. My wife is over there. I'm sure she can read some out as we go along. But I want to do a big shout out. Charlie Churchill. It's his birthday today, and I know you're watching. And well, thanks for giving up your time to share with us. Steve Criddle back. I know he'll be watching. My friend Aaron Jones in Tennessee. Greetings, Aaron. Roberts, Stephen Hunt. I know you're watching because you told me just before we came on air, and you've just actually done a release yourself, Sushil, in Mumbai. Fantastic. Yeah, there's a whole load of things here. Thank you, Pat.
Jeff's on.
Jeff Oakes, Duncan McCaskill, Barbara Rogerson, Tom Hayes. There's just a few here. Annette Butterworth. How are you, Annette? Great to see you. Wow. Sue Locker. There's so many. Trevor Colson. We'll be doing some things with you soon, Trevor. Joanne, Glennis. Chris Bowater. Big shout out to you, Chris. Another fellow troubadour, Levite. We're having a good time here. Carol. Vincent Hughes on UCB. This is wonderful. Listening from Dublin. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry if I'm not mentioning. There's Karen from Van Essen from Holland who's watching. Oh dear, this is Tim Sokol. So many of you. Thank you so much for joining in this broadcast. David Aldrich. Craig. Well, you got a sneak preview, Craig, didn't you, while I was warming up. Baz Gascoigne in Sheffield. There's so many. Yeah, please forgive me if I haven't mentioned, but it will take up the whole programme. And actually, before I came on air, I did see this from a very good friend of mine, Jeff Lucas, who posted this up on Facebook. And I saw it there, and with Jeff, well, actually he hasn't given his permission because he doesn't know I'm going to read this out, but Jeff, I hope you do. He posted this up on Facebook. This is good news that Kay, my wife, likes to hold my hand when I'm watching TV. The bad news is that she is wearing surgical gloves and is wrapped from head to foot in cling film. It's like the Egyptian mummy section of the British Museum around here. Well, I hope it's not quite that, but yeah, we are having troubled times, aren't we? And in all our different countries that we're watching from, we're in isolation, and yet we're not in isolation because, you know, we have, most importantly, God around us, and we're able to communicate with people around the world like this, connecting together. I mean, the enemy wants to bring isolation, but it's in our togetherness we find life and we find joy and we find freedom. And as I was thinking about this broadcast, there was a song which appeared on one of my albums just a few years ago, and I was thinking about the words to this song because it's like a sort of mantra I say over myself when I'm in challenging circumstances. I remember being in Burma, in Myanmar, out in the field somewhere, and in some very challenging circumstances, and singing this song over the people there, and it was a very powerful and meaningful moment for me, and I hope for them. But here's the words to this song. I am not alone. God is watching over me. Every step I take, He is watching over me. He's faithful, so faithful. God surrounds me with His love. He is always near. In my deepest need, through my darkest hour, He won't ever leave or forsake me. I am not alone. God is watching over me. Every step I take, He is watching over me. He's faithful, so faithful. God surrounds me with His love. He is always near. In my deepest need, through my darkest hour, He won't ever leave or forsake me. God surrounds me with His love. He is always near. In my deepest need, through my darkest hour, He won't ever leave or forsake me. Yeah, I'm not alone. God is with us in the storm. Not just carrying us over the top of the storm, but through the storm. And this has been worldwide such a storm and continues to be so. Please stay connected. Please stay true to each other. And in this period of isolation, let's keep our hearts open to one another. Don't just hide away. Be sensible, of course, but don't just hide away. We as the church need not only to be taking in things for ourselves, but helping others. And a big shout out in the UK goes to the National Health and those workers who are doing such a fantastic job for us all. We salute you. I salute you, and I'm sure many of the medical workers around the world. You know, I've heard stories of some of the difficulties and some of the situations you're all facing, and yet our God is faithful, and He will be with us. We believe. This song talks about God being a faithful God, El Shaddai. That means He's our provider. He's going to look after us. Nothing is too hard for you. No mountain stands that you can move. How great you are. How great you are. What's the use of playing safe when there's a storehouse filled with grace? How great you are. How great you are. El Shaddai, Jehovah Jireh, all sufficient, my provider. El Shaddai, Jehovah Jireh, all sufficient, my provider. Trouble could be up ahead, but if it comes still, I'll confess how great you are. How great you are. You're the source of my supply, a hidden well that won't run dry. How great you are. How great you are. El Shaddai, Jehovah Jireh, all sufficient, my provider. El Shaddai, Jehovah Jireh, all sufficient, my provider. Faith is the inner certainty of what the natural eye can see. Maybe there's some words we need to hear in our situations right now, because many of us are hearing the news and the struggle with our employment and the difficulties, especially for self-employed people in the UK. Let's believe that God is going to see us through. Faith is the inner certainty of what the natural eye can see. How great you are. How great you are. Barren ground or wilderness could be the place of fruitfulness. How great you are. How great you are. El Shaddai, Jehovah Jireh, all sufficient, my provider. El Shaddai, Jehovah Jireh, all sufficient, my provider. Yeah, El Shaddai. Pat, can you show us some more people who,
Yeah.
I hate to miss some people out. Thank you all so much for writing, but there's so many. So excuse me if I just flick through just a few. Oh, Beth Hessel. Oh, Beth Head. Hiya, Beth. Great to see you. Beth Hesseltine is watching. Ruani. My goodness. Kim. Rooney. Oh, yes, Rooney. Kim Dobson. Happy birthday to you as well. Do have a wonderful day. Adrian Hawkes is watching. Got to be on my best behaviour now.
Glenn, Glenn Medcalf, Stephen Barr, Keith Rand. Oh yes, there's so many here. Alan McLean from Larne in Northern Ireland. Best wishes over to you in Northern Ireland. George and Carol Elliott, you're doing a great work over there, yeah. Oh, Christopher Long is watching in Malaysia. Hiya, Christopher. Blessings to you in your country, and may you be encouraged by this broadcast, and may you be an encouragement to so many people over there. Oddmund in Norway. Hiya, mate. Gail Harris. Oh, Glenn again. Peter Caulfield. So much truth in these words. Thank you, Peter. And you've done your own recording yourself. You're in the process. I look forward to hearing that. Ellen Veltkamp from Canada. So there's people all over the world watching this broadcast, and I want to thank you. How long have we been going? About 25 minutes. I don't want to go too long, because when you're watching a computer screen, it can get a bit too much. And you know, maybe we'll repeat this. 4 o'clock Saturday feels a good time to all connect together from all across the world, and for me to sing. You can sing in the privacy of your own home. And I want to thank Jan so much for all the work she's done, Jan George, in setting this up. She's down in Somerset, and she's been helping me set up this along with Pat here. And well, Jan does so much on the administration side for me. I haven't opened it out to requests, have I? But I know in the build-up to this, one or two people asked for this song. Abba Father, let me be yours and yours alone. May my will forever be evermore your own. Never let my heart grow cold. Never let me go. Abba Father, let me be yours and yours alone. Abba Father, let me be yours and yours alone. May my will forever be evermore your own. Never let my heart grow cold. Never let me go. Abba Father, let me be yours and yours alone. Yours and yours alone. And yeah, Pat's passing me on some more requests. Oh, Craig, one of my favourites, Abba Father. Thank you. Maybe the song Forevermore. Yeah, okay, let's do that one, George. George Elliott. Jill Cuthbert there. Please make this a regular gig. Okay, well maybe we should at 4 o'clock. Tell you what, in the build-up, it's a little bit nerve-wracking because you don't know if the stuff's going to work or not. Oh, like a mighty. Maybe we'll get that in next week. There, Julie Carr. Oh, thank you. Atla there.
Yeah, Chris Larkin, Abba Father. There we are. Thank you. Oh, fond memories of you there, Chris. Back here in our hometown, and great to see all the wonderful things that you're doing around the world. Lee Morrison, I saw you at Harlow Elim Church in the 1980s. Oh, we've got some more. These may be for next week. I'm with ordinary people. I'm a new creation. They're ones to watch out for next week. Oh, nice haircut, Dave. Thanks, Charlie. You usually comment on my shirts. I'm on the check one now. It's encouraging to get all these, I tell you, because when you're playing here in your own living room, I mean, usually I go out to you, don't I? But you're coming to me today. When you're going out into your own living room, don't usually have black curtains, I might add. When you're playing like this, it's an encouragement to know people are watching, because it reminds me of when I very first started out. I was cut my teeth on, in our local youth group playing the guitar, and we had this booking at the hospital, the local hospital, and we got down there and set up all the microphones nervously, and it was to go on the sort of local hospital radio over the airwaves. And just before we started, somebody passed me this note, and I didn't read it because I was too nervous and too wound up trying to remember the words of the songs, and is it all going to be all right, and the kind of thing all musicians are thinking about just before they start. So I put it in my back pocket. We went through the whole thing, 25 minutes or so, half an hour, and finished. And I thought, oh wow, we've done that. That's great. That's terrific. And I thought, well, I better just have a look at this note. And actually, that's handkerchief. I better just look at this note. And I held it up to look, and it said, before you start, please turn the microphones on. Dear. Oh, dear me. What was it George wanted? It was Forevermore.
Aaron from America.
Oh, I'm from...
All things new.
All things... Oh, yeah, I know. I tell you what. Aaron, I tell you what. I'll do it next week, right? I'll do it next week. Because I don't want to take too much of your time up. You've got so much to do. We've got... Who can ever say they'll understand all the wonders of his master plan? Christ came down and gave himself to man forevermore. He was Lord before all time began, yet made himself the sacrificial lamb. Perfect love, now reconciled to man forevermore. Forevermore we'll sing the story of love come down. Forevermore the King of glory we will crown. He is coming back to earth again. Every knee shall bow before his name. Christ is Lord, let thankful hearts proclaim forevermore. Forevermore we'll sing the story of love come down. Forevermore the King of glory we will crown. Who can ever say they'll understand all the wonders of his master plan? Christ came down and gave himself to man forevermore. 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 Well, secret of good communication is to leave them wanting more. And we've already had some requests. Do get in touch before next week, 4 o'clock next Saturday, where we'll be here again. I'll definitely include those in our programme, as well as some familiar favourites and perhaps some new ones as well. Thanks all for joining with us. There's a load of stuff coming down the pipeline. I mean, some of you know my latest recording, Hidden Kingdom, which I hope you can listen to on Spotify and all those other streams, as well as get a CD from me. And there's coming down the pipeline is a new thing which I'm just in the process of working at. Already done some recordings. It's a series of podcasts with a number of creative people, not just musicians, but creative people, because I want to push back the barriers on what it is to be a psalmist, a communicator through different means of art. So songwriters, poets, all sorts of musicians will be involved in this podcast. We're going to finish with one final song. It's a song that I hope we do show to others. In those expeditions out to the shops, I hope we're not going to just buy up everything that is in sight, but we're going to give room and space for those people who are more vulnerable, for those health workers, particularly in the UK, the national health workers, but around the world, those people who are right on the front line at this current moment. I pray for you all. I pray God's blessing. Yes, Lord, may your blessing be on all the people. Thank you for this connection through music, through worship that we have. Thank you for this tribe that is here online. And may these words be ours. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Let there be love shared among us. Let there be love in our eyes. May now your love sweep this nation. Cause us, O Lord, to arise. Give us a fresh understanding of brotherly love that is real. Let there be love shared among us. Let there be love. Come on, sing it in your living room now. Let there be love. I should say join hands together. Let there be love in our eyes. May now your love sweep this nation. Cause us, O Lord, to arise. Give us a fresh understanding of brotherly and sisterly love that is real. Let there be love shared among us. Let there be love. Thanks everybody. See you next week. God bless.